LORWYN Eclipses here with its Evoke Elemental Cycle. I can never pass up a good reason to play up the Beanstalk. All right, welcome back, Vintage Gamers, to the very first video with LORWYN Eclipsed. It is not the deepest set for Vintage playables. The main card that is interesting to the format seems to be Hexing Squelcher, a red goblin that lets all your spells be uncounterable, and it itself is uncounterable. That's a card that could really change combo versus combo matchups, especially the red combo decks like Lurrus PO and Lurrus Breach. That is a card we will hold for another day. We'll hold it for a Vintage Challenge this weekend. Today is Wednesday, so I'm brewing with little things a little bit off the wall. We're going with LORWYN Equip's card Wistfulness here. It is one of the Evoke Elemental Cycles in the new set. This is the green and blue one, and it has two very Vintage level abilities. It has green, so I guess I should say it's a 5 mana, 6/5. And if this enters and you paid 2 green to cast it, exile an artifact or enchantment opponent controls. When this creature enters, if you paid blue to cast it, draw 2, discard 1. So if you were casting this for 5 mana and you pay green and blue, you get both of those effects, and you get a very large 6/5 body. But it also has the ability to evoke for green, blue, green or blue. So you can kind of play it as a 2 mana, exiling naturalize effect, and this is exiling, so it is going to hit the 1 ring, which is nice. Or you can just play it as the 2 blue, draw 2, discard 1. We're going to combine this card and make it a little bit stronger with standard staple Up the Beanstalk. Whenever this enchantment and any spell you cast with converted mana 5 or greater, draw a card. So we're going to do some evoking and some force of willing and some delving as ways to trigger this Beanstalk. So I have the Wistfulness, but I also have the other standard evoke creature of Quantum Riddler. So this one is, I guess it's not evoke, it's warp, I should say. Similar though, if you haven't seen Quantum Riddler, we have quite a few videos, including some very strong challenge finishes with Quantum Riddler. It's still a very expensive card on Magic Online, though not 100 tickets anymore. It's down to like 30. This is basically a draw engine and a big 4/6 flyer. And then, of course, we do have Force of Will and Gush and Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time as vintage spells that trigger the Beanstalk. We've got a pile of Force of Negations. We're trying to be a bit of a controlling deck here. We've got some Consign to Memory, because we could consign the Warp trigger or the Evoke trigger and keep the thing in play. Or just Consign is pretty generically strong right now, countering colorless spells and trigger abilities in Vintage is very strong. I am going to play 1 Uro. I think getting mana ahead of schedule is probably good in this deck, but I don't know if we want to play more Uros than this. I think Teferi is a great catch-all answer, and all of these cards synergize fairly well with Thelia, is that how we say it? Forget. The Doggo. I always call it the Doggo. A 2/2 flash attacker that exiles permanents, non-land permanents when it attacks, and on the end step, those come back into play, and it gets larger. So you can do some things with Riddler at least, and Teferi, and it's also kind of nice because you can exile opponents' creatures and then consign the bringbacks and different things like that. We are going to play the full 4 Swords of Plowshares, as Vintage is a very creature-heavy format right now, and I'm loading up very heavily on anti-bizarre sideboard cards with 4 Leyline, 3 Containment Priest, and 2 Tabernacle, because I do not want to lose to Dredge in this league. I'm trying out some carpets to make someone happy. Someone wanted to see carpet being played. I think it was ZFM. So we're going to play some carpets as our anti-blue, and then I have a full 4 Stony Silence as anti-artifact. I also fit in a nice little cheeky Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary plays really well with Up the Beanstalk, so that I can, draw instant speed, rebuy my forces, and things like that. So this should be pretty fun. Should be pretty cool. It's a very slow, very legacy light deck, controlling obviously, but it has a lot of draw in it, lots of counters, and I think it should work out pretty well. I'm also pretty impressed with the size of these 2 creatures. Both Quantum Riddler and Wistfulness are very large attackers that can end the game pretty quickly. So I will see you in round 1 of this LORWYN Eclipse Vintage League. Looking to play some paper Vintage? The next full proxy ELD Vintage opening is happening in Bellingham, Mass on February 1st. I'll see you there. Okay, welcome to round 1 of our LORWYN Eclipse Vintage. I do not have a companion. My opponent does. My hand works. I'm in. Oh, I did not put in a Surveil land. Don't know if that matters or not. I kind of put in a Mystic Sanctuary. Mystic Sanctuary is pretty damn close to Surveil land, so. All right. Black Lotus out of Lurrus. Hopefully it's not like Doomsday or something. I would love these to be a targeted out of Frog. I'm gonna go with see, I can get Basic Island, but it's pretty bad for me. So it's really weird because like if I want to be able to cast Wistfulness, I'm supposed to go to Tropical. But that's the only reason you ever really need green, and there's no reason to have white. You definitely want to have blue as much as possible, which is why I built the all island mana base. I guess I'll go. I guess you want green for the Oro rebuy. But I guess I'm going to go... See, if I go Island, and then I have to play the thing I LORWYN revealed for anyways, doesn't really help. So I guess I'm going to go Tundra, and I'm going to go Tropical. I mean, I actually think I'm supposed to just go Tundra, so that I can beat a Wasteland Frog, which is a little awkward. Hey, look, an Emerald. That's nice. I am definitely going to cast this. I guess I can get Bowmastered off this trigger, but whatever. Our deck is not going to like Bowmaster. We're going to have to do a lot of swordsing Bowmasters, unfortunately. A Beanstalk is great if I don't get killed on this turn. I'm like a little worried that my opponent's going to untap and Doomsday kill us, but... Oh, nope, we're safe. It's a Meticulous Archive. So it's either Esper Frog or it's Lurrus Pio. It's the likely answer here. All right, a bunch of mana. Could be Jeskai as well, but it's not really a thing that people are playing a lot of. I'm gonna play a Beanstalk and see what happens. All right, got a Beanstalk, a land. A land is a great draw, and now we get to pass, and we'll have green, blue, and we can play a doggo. The only thing we don't have is multiple pieces of counter magic if opponent goes to kill us. Okay, so this might be cats, actually. Because I'm seeing basic plains, basic island, which makes me think it's likely to be straight up blue-white deck. It could also be the very blue-white control deck with like only one Shitong and no other creatures. Lurrus just doesn't mean a whole lot. Lurrus just means you're playing good cards. I'm gonna go with the Tropical Island. But I do think it's probably straight blue-white if there is a basic plains, is the reasonable assumption to make here. I'm gonna play a doggo. Opponent bought Lurrus on their turn. If this gets countered, I can counter back and then buy Uro. Did not. Yes, I did see your adventure chess. Ooh, this is kind of interesting. So I can go blue and draw. I can go green and get rid of this Lotus, so it's harder for them to use mana. And then hold up swords. I want to do it before attack so I can trigger Beanstalk, and then I want to blink the Beanstalk with my dog. Unfortunately, dog does not really work well with this thing in terms of any of it evoking or even just blinking it, because it does it is fixed to do by mana you paid for it. I don't think I want to take myself off of double swords here when my opponent is going for a Lurrus turn, and it's going to draw me a card anyways, so I think I am going to just evoke this as a tempo play for green. Mental Misstep is a good draw. I'm going to target your Black Lotus. They can crack in response so it doesn't get exiled, which they will. And that's no big deal. Now I'm going to attack with my dog, Brainstorm. Do I care about Brainstorm from this spot? I don't think so. We are pulling very far ahead in this game. Now I get to attack with my dog, and I get to blink my up the beanstalk. And then if it draws me a blue card, I kind of have it all, don't I? There's a land. All right. I like where we're at. Probe. Sure. They have 7 cards in hand, so... Now they know I have double swords for Lurrus. Obviously, swords is not going to stop Lurrus from buying back Lotus, but we certainly attack their mana a bit with that Wistfulness play, and I don't mind it. Especially when I wouldn't mind it if I wasn't drawing a card off of it, but I did draw a card off of it, so. All right, here's Lurrus, and here comes Lotus, and here comes swords. Yeah, I don't think Misty is a terrible draw. See what opponent does here. They have, like I said, they have a full grip of cards. Commandeer my swords. Pitching Flusterstorm Lavinia. Pitching Flusterstorm Lavinia? That means they have a second Flusterstorm? I mean, I can mental mist up my own sword, so it's like not a big deal. I'm just gonna swords this Lurrus in response. Oh, maybe they copied the chess deck, yeah. I thought that had red in it, though. Did he have a basic planes, too? Alright. If my opponent wants to commandeer my swords to kill the dog, I don't think I care. My opponent's now down to 3 cards. And I still have a Beanstalk and Uro. Like, I feel like it's gotta be great. Also, I can I can still Mystical Sanctuary, too, if I wanted to. Blue, stock up. Okay. I just, like, can't imagine they wouldn't just Flusterstorm, though. Do we think they have a second Flusterstorm? But then they didn't attack my swords either, so it doesn't make sense. I really want to keep my Mental Misstep. I'm just going to let this happen. I feel like my cards are too good. Like, Mental Misstep's going to be really important against, like, an opposing sword, which I assume is 4 of in their deck. We can, like, rebuy LORWYN Reveal. Though I could have, like, Mystical Sanctuary back force, so maybe it was fine. They didn't take a land, so they have 4 non-lands in their hand. Okay. Let's... Do I want to return? I don't think I want to return anything. I think I want to put this in play, and I want to just play Uro and see what happens. Oh, it's 5 cards? So I'd have to lose out on Swords LORWYN. I think it's fine. Just leave a Swords in the yard. So... I could LORWYN Revealed in response here so that I have a land to play. That's not as good as having a blue card in hand. I don't see a reason to return swords with my Mystic Sanctuary, so I think this is just resolves. Okay. I've got an Uro, I've got counter spells. Seems fine. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to cast LORWYN because I don't have like a lot of spells to Tameo. I think I'll just misstep it. It seems fine. I don't have to misstep this, but swords my okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, this is fine, right? Like, it's fine. I have so much action. Like, I just don't know if that matters at all. And Flusterstorm Tammy. So they did have Flusterstorm. Okay, I'm glad I didn't play into Flusterstorm here. This is great. Because this just resolves, and I Mystic Sanctuary back my Swords to Plowshares. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Too funny. All right, so my opponent has 2 cards left in hand. I have 2 Beanstalks and a Force still. So we're in our happy place. Also, I can cast LORWYN Revealed next turn and draw 2. That's fine. This is probably the one that ends the game. I'll draw 5. Who's the control deck now? Wistful, land, probe to fairy. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. So I guess we'll bring in carpet. Take out some negations, maybe. Seems fine. We didn't see any wastelands, so we don't know about that yet. All right, what do we got? Probe, Pearl, Island, LORWYN. Yeah, I mean, it seems fine. We got turn 1 Dog into turn 2 Riddler. Saga Gaming. I did not put a dress downs in my deck, but I also have Wistfulness kills this Saga, so. Though I'm pretty far from green, so. All right, show me your secrets. Secrets include Misstep, Force, Flooded Strand. Wasteland is here. Okay. All right. So my question is, I think we just play Dog. And then they're gonna probably have to force a Warp Riddler. Oh, I guess it doesn't really get eaten on the attack either. Oh, that kills Saga, chat. So what do I want to do? I mean, I think I just bait the Force with the Riddler because the Riddler is like pretty broken on this board. And then we Wistfulness the Saga. Maybe I'm supposed to LORWYN Revealed first. I mean, if this doesn't bait the Force, like what would ever bait the Force? Like this is so good here. Like this dog still trades too. Oh. I see. They drew swords for turn. I see. Oh, okay. I mean, no construct. Just to draw 1, and I can get back later. I mean, my opponent's doing stone cold nothing. If I just exile this thing, I think it's fine. I mean, if they're forcing just a 1 for 2 for 1, then it's fine too. All right, Saga down, and then LORWYN Revealed for another basic island. Then the next turn we can LORWYN Revealed for a tropical to play Uro. I mean, that was pretty sweet. Drew Tameo. It's kind of annoying. Time Walk. Okay. I feel like the upside of this is pretty high, so... Why did I choose not to end of turn cycle? I had floating green mana. What? What are we talking about? I needed to play my land. Oh, did I have like a additional land drop to cycle on the again on the next turn? Why not hard cast Wisp? I didn't have enough mana. Must be missing something. Oh, okay. I mean, I must have just was thinking about other things and talking. It's kind of an unfortunate. I mean, it's a good card if I draw another fetch land off of this Uro. Because then I can overload their counter magic. Hmm. I guess I'm just getting rid of their misstep, right? Like, what am I gonna do here? I didn't have those cards. So I think those are not cards I had, Clubs. I had. Oh, you wanted me to just like cast it into the Force of Will using all of my mana and not make my land drop? Into the known Force of Will? And I only be able to get green? That would be pretty bold. That would have been quite poor. Man, this sucks. I think I just have to use this, though. I think I am in trouble. The mental misstep is killer here. Oh, they milled over Seal of Cleansing. It's pretty sick. All right, so they have 2 unknowns now, and I get wastelanded. It's a good draw. All right, hopefully this baits the Force. Fuck, it didn't bait the Force. All right, well, I have to hope they just didn't have a blue card. All right, they didn't have a blue card. Okay, I think we just wait. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to draw discard and not hold everything up. By Lurrus makes sense. Is there any reason to fetch? I mean, next turn we're probably just casting Wistfulness, to be perfectly honest. No, I think we just go draw Force. Okay, so we could evoke it and then consign it if we wanted to. We can't cast Quantum Riddler, one mana short. We can't cast Uro, we're 1 green mana short. We can't cast Wistfulness, we're 1 mana short. So I guess we can do this for blue first and put the evoke trigger second. Put the evoke on the stack first. And then we can loot. Carpet Emerald. Wow, a carpet is so good here. What if we just let the Wistfulness go? And we play Carpet. I guess we are still short on Quantum Riddler in the second main. Well, if I want to keep my Wistfulness, That's true. They do have seal, but I was like hoping to force Lurrus, but I guess they probably have force backup for Lurrus. Well, I was hoping to keep my 6/5 around with Consign. Maybe I'll just hold on to it anyways and just get rid of the Mox for now. But then if I get Wastelanded, it's like super bad for me, but I could just pitch Carpet and just keep my green mana, and so the next turn I have enough to Riddler, unless I get Wastelanded. Well, I don't want to pitch Consign. If my opponent had 3 islands in play, then I could immediately go to second main and play Quantum Riddler, and I think it would be fine. But my opponent still has a fetch in play. So I think I want to just pitch the Emerald and play longer term and like see how it goes. Might be too all in. We'll see. This is like a 3-turn clock. This thing is huge. 2 Meticulous Archives. Okay, so they're gonna go Lurrus. I'm sure I'm forcing this. If they force back, it's fine. Yeah, force pitching Commandeer. All right, so they have 1 unknown card. They can rebuy Seal and kill my Pearl, but my Carpet's gonna make 4 mana. I can play Quantum Riddler, draw 2. Oh my god, we have so much value. Oh my god. So I play Fetch Land. I play Carpet of Flowers. I could even buy back Uro if I wanted to. I think Uro's worse than just drawing 2 off my Riddler, right? No, what if we mystical teachings are mystical for an ancestral and just oh, let's see. I can go greens and go Uros. No, let's just draw a million cards this turn. Oh, what about Time Walk? Time Walk has got to be better. Oh my god! Oh! Time Walk like kills my opponent. Oh my god, what was that? Mystical Sanctuary. That is a card that at one point people wanted maybe banned out of Vintage. That was absurd. Not only was Carpet absurd, Quantum Riddler was absurd, Mystic Sanctuary was absurd. Everything about that was nuts. We did verse like another control deck, we went way over the top of, but it was really nice. All right, a great start to LORWYN Vintage. Let's do it again. I've got an Ancestral Recall. That's too many Beanstalks, but... Oh, you know what I didn't put in my deck? I didn't put any Vigors in my deck. I should have some Vigors, right? In my side, maybe? Something to consider. I wonder where... Is MTG Bot? MTG Bot's here. It's just not sending me updates. Fair enough. I wouldn't send me updates either. All right, we gotta wait for opponent to show up. All right, opponent's here, and we're getting powdered. It's Squee. This is an unwinnable matchup in the game 1 anyways. We'll see we'll do our best. We'll do our best. This is a tough one, though. All right, 5 card Squee keep. I don't expect to get wastelanded, so I'm gonna go with a tropical right away here so that we can play Beanstalk. I'm also drawing 3, hopefully, so... This will be a test. Oh my god. How does that always happen to me? Well, I'm in trouble. Big trouble. Not good. It's okay. Post board, I'm ready, by the way. I got ley lines and I have 2 tabernacles. I'm ready. Do I think the elemental's a good card? No. No. We're gonna negate this just because it puts cards in my yard. And I don't really have other targets for negation, so. I mean, it's blue. It can't be that bad. I really need to hit a land drop here. Or a Mox, because I countered the Chalice. Wow. I just did not draw a land in the top 5, huh? Top 4. Now I can get wastelanded, though they did pitch a wasteland. I do have 1 master to rebuy here. If we get wastelanded, we lose. If we don't get wastelanded, we can still draw mana. I put a lot of mana in this deck, though. We have a lot of our mana is in LORWYN revealed, which is unfortunate for this spot. Oh, I think it's good in beans. That's why I put it in my beans deck. Oh, double bazaar. Fantastic. Probe. All right, show me your secrets. I need to draw land here, and I need to play beans here. No lands, no Mox, no LORWYNs in my top 4 was not good. Ah, all right, we're dead. Okay, we tried. The good news is I came prepared tonight. I have Tabernacles and I have Ley Lines. I don't think I'm bringing in Containment Priests. We'll see. Negations are clear outs. Consigns on the play are fine here. Cruise seems not great. Wistfulness does kill Hollow One. I don't find Gush to be particularly interesting here. And then I kind of think the dog just gets stomped all the time. Misstep is not good because I actually don't have any Wastelands in my deck. So we can take Wastelands. I think Misstep's usually good if you have Wastelands, but if you don't have Wastelands, it doesn't do very much. So let's do that. I could put in Containment Priests. Maybe I should just put in Containment Priests as well and just take out Probe and Dig and a Bean. Maybe try that. I mean, I keep ripping Ancestral Hands. Is this good enough, though? Like, I guess if I draw a Tabernacle, it's good enough. But if I don't draw a Tabernacle, it's not great. Can't imagine I'm supposed to put this one back. It's a little too much power. Though drawing ley lines from here is rough. Another Powder. Mulligan to 5 for the opponent. Looks like it's a 5-card keep. Nope, another Powder. Mulligan to 4. This is a good hand against a mulligan to 4, so. Looks like a 4-card keep from the opponent, and I have another Ancestral Opener. Should be good. And then we can surprise them game 3 with ley lines. All right, resolves. Safari's pretty good if they don't go too many vines on turn 1. Double Squee Fury. Okay. Double Squeeze pretty good against me. The only way I can cast that ley line is Lotus. They might just outvalue me with Double Squee. Another ley line. I also don't have like a brainstorm to get rid of ley lines either. I got another tropical because we have a bunch of things that cost green. Let's see if they have a force as well. They do. It's really bad for me. So my opponent has 2 squeeze every turn. I think I'm just gonna get outvalued and die. Damn. It's pretty unfortunate. I guess I could time walk them with a consign. But I'm really far behind. This opponent mulls what, 4? And we're gonna get crushed. Crazy. Yeah, unfortunately their hand is a super value engine hand, which is pretty good against our deck. Root Walla. Now they have 2 squeeze and they kept a master, so they probably have another force. Yeah, this looks really lost. It's quite unfortunate. I guess I can Mystic Sanctuary back a Ancestral here, which is something. Yeah. I'm gonna consign these. Try to buy myself some time. It's still, we're just dead. We drew 2 bad cards and, oh man. There's like nothing we can do. They definitely have a force as well. Unreal. Not good. Guess I kind of have to get hope it's, kind of hope it's negation, I guess. I don't know. We don't have any of our value engines, and they have their value engine online. I mean, they clearly have a counterspell. They kept a master in hand. They didn't activate Bazaar. I mean, we have to cast this now, so. Just resolves? What are they holding in their hand? Negation? Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because none of these are card draw engines. I don't understand what happened. I mean, if it's more waste, we'll run out of Tundras too. There's a Vine. Maybe they're holding. I don't know. This is why you jam and I mean, I played around things. This wouldn't have changed anything. I played correctly, chess. There's still a master in their hand. Man, I just do not have any cards that do anything. And I've resolved 2 Ancestrals in this game. Ooh, we are getting outdrawn here. This is not good. Maybe I should have kept gushing. This is a game where I definitely want gush. Squee double vine. Yeah, it might have been force of negation. Might have played around that. We are so far behind. They have so many cards. I'm pretty sure you just get the other Tundra in play. Beanstalk. That's a good one. Can't force it. Can't force with it, unfortunately. Or just getting negated, right? Yeah, they must have negation. We need our 5-drop creatures that can't get negated. Where are those? All right. The good news is we're pretty good against this Vengevines. We might have to Swords the Vengevines anyways, but we're just, they have double Bazaar. We're just gonna get outgunned here, outdraw them. Damn. Should I have mulligan my hand? If our Teferi resolved, it would have been fine, right? We just didn't draw force for Teferi. 3 squeeze in the yard. Oh, man. No matter what I do, I just will always lose to Squee every time, 100% of the time. How? This is a mull to 4. My opponent is bullying me. Subtlety. Evoked subtlety to trigger vines. Well, the Containment Priests you would not mulligan to. They're not very good in this matchup. And the Tabernacles are better on the draw. So you'd be just mulliganing the Leyline mostly. So the question is, can I take 9 here to get... I mean, these are going to come back later. So I think I'm just supposed to Swords them both. It's going to buy me a lot of time. Also, it might get, like, counterspells out of my opponent's hand. Yeah, I got a force out of my opponent's hand. That's really good. Okay, so we'll take 5. We'll clear the board once. Island. Man, we are not drawing the right Magic the Gathering cards. We have a lot of draw cards in our deck, right? All of our creatures draw cards. Not our Containment Priests. Or our dogs, I guess. But all our 5-mana creatures do. I mean, there are more Wastelands, and there are more Vengevines, and there are more Squeeze, so... It doesn't particularly help us. It just prolongs our death. This deck is so unbeatable with anything I ever choose to register. Triple Squee... Another Vine, nothing else. Come on, come on. 5-mana creature. They've used so many Force of Wills. They have one. They only have 1 Force of Will left. No, they have no Force of Wills left. They can't counter a 5-mana creature. Please give me a 5-mana creature. This game is still winnable. That's negatable, man. That's negatable. I'm not waiting though. Like, my creatures can't be countered at this point in the game. They're so good. And they're like 6 5s and 4 6s. They can't get attacked through. They're so good. Triple Squee. Course 4 Squeeze. Triple Bazaar. How many cards do they have left? There's a Root Walla. Oh, they're killing me with 3 Vengevines, chat. They're just straight up killing me with 3 Vengevines. There's no way, man. A Swords here would save me too. I'm so unlucky. It's actually crazy. I could never lose the game if I drew any of my 8 5-mana creatures. That would also be really good here. Oh, I'm the most unlucky gamer of all time. All right. Up against Chess, round 3. He's on like red-green Magic the Gathering cards with Gigantha. Classic chess outing. No mana. Mulligan. All mana. No, no, man. I'm gonna keep it. Is red green a real deck? No. No, no, no. Hopefully he goes like Collector Roof or whatever, and I don't have any cards that get hit by it. Our hand is not good. Ooh, that's a... So, C chat, this is why Consigned to Memory. Actual good Magic card. I don't know if he's on Blood Moons or not. I'll get Island. Got him. All right, he's got a Mana Grip back up. He's being funny in chat. So, human? Red human? Oh, is this like Caves of Chaos? Oh, no, it's Magus. I played around that. But now I can't kill that because I don't have a white source. So it's notably not good for me. Maybe he'll get raced by his own Mana Crypt. I think I'm dead. He's gonna play Gigantha and kill me. Bruh. He goes, oops, there goes my Lotus, and plays 4 pieces of power. Bastard. I don't actually have cards to bring in here. Pretty much pre-boarded, so... I have actual factual 0 cards to bring in. This hand doesn't do anything, man. Why can't I just have a mix of cards that do things? Bruh. I can't. Why? Just let me play Magic for the Twitch chat. I just like a mix of lands and spells. I'm gonna get turn 1. I'm gonna get turn 1 Magus and die. My God. I can't really afford to like play negation. Like I just can't afford to play it. It'd be fine if I kept 7 and it was these cards. I'm gonna lose to red-green prison in my deck that doesn't care about red or green prison elements. It's Magus. Oh, it's white? It's Trinisphere. There's no way, man. I'm losing to... Oh my God. Bro, I mulligan like 7 times. None of my hands do anything. Get me the fuck out of this shit. Like, what the... Oh my God, there's no way. Great. It's incredible. It is actually possible for me to have a 7-card keep that does things. I love that for me. All right, I should have seen that coming. I can actually kill it with my wistfulness. It's fine. Have I tried Reanimator yet? Like in Vintage ever? I do not think that a Vexing Bubble was bad for me, no. Fiends. What is that? Spin? You got it. I guess my opponent can play standstill or whatever, but is that even that bad? Panda. In Vintage lately. I mean, I have played Reanimator before, yes. I do not think it's a very good archetype in Vintage because Dredge exists. The reason it can get away with Legacy is people don't board 8 cards for it. They just complain and get it banned instead. Which, to be fair, might just be the right answer anyways. Sensei's Top, Sapphire, Mystic Sanctuary, Misty Rainforest. We're playing the Mystic Sanctuary battle. Yeah, you can cheat creatures into play, but Oath of Druids and Show and Tell are definitely better ways to do that. Counterbalance? You think they have a force on top? For Wistfulness? Trying to figure out like my best play here is. Do I just like make them have a force on top to start? I mean, Joel is always fooling around with Reanimator if you want to see lists. So there should be one from North America Eternal Weekend if you want to check one out. All right, I'm going to evoke a Wistfulness and see how that goes for me. You got a force on top of your library? Is the question. We're going to spin for a force. If it does, then I can resolve a doggo as well. And then the doggo can just like blink the counterbalance if I really want to. It has to be exactly force. I guess it could be LORWYN revealed or Gush as well. It was not used. So I guess I am drawing 2 and Wistfulness is coming down and getting rid of this counterbalance. I guess I could get rid of the Vexing Bauble right now if I wanted to. I don't want to overdraw, so I think I'm just going to cast this thing. I don't want to pitch any of my cards to hand size. Next turn, I can hard cast Wistfulness and draw a million cards and remove Bauble. Also, this is good against Standstill. Yeah, I mean, all of our spells are going to draw about 8 bajillion Magic the Gathering cards, so... Swords. It's a dead doggo. I guess maybe I'm supposed to evoke Wistfulness. Nah, man, I want to just cast this thing. Wistfulness is not a cast trigger. Sanctuary? What are we sanctuarying back? Ponda. Fair enough. Doggo. Man, I have so many cards. I guess I'm just casting this big hulking monstrosity with green, green, blue, 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 blue. I think the game was over on turn 1 when I cast up the Beanstalk. Oh my god. I will kill your Vexing Bauble. And then I will draw 2 more cards and discard a card. And then I will get rid of this Tundra. And I will play more Magic cards. I would like to take another turn. Cool. I will warp a Quantum Riddler. Cool. I'll go to my next turn. I guess I'll discard the hand size. I will play a fetch land, get a Mystic Sanctuary, put Time Walk back on the top of my library. Then I'll cast Wistfulness. And I'll draw my Time Walk. And I will kill the Sensei's Top. And I will draw 2 more cards. And I will discard something to hand something here. And then I will cast a Time Walk. I will attack. I have a Gush. Get rid of a LORWYN revealed, I guess. Thanks you to my opponent for letting me have that. I do feel like I have the strongest value engine one could have. I am drawing many Magic cards. Okay, so we're playing against some kind of Jeskai Mystic Sanctuary countertop deck. Do I want any cards here? I guess Carpet seems good. Negation doesn't seem terrible, but I guess the swords can come out because I don't need swords here. I guess I can bring in Stony Silences instead of swords. Sure. It's not that Oko isn't good enough. It's just that you only get so many spaces in your deck, you know? Like you could convince me that Oko is better than Uro here. But like, what was it, Chess? What happened? It might happen again. I think Oko's fine. Oko's not as good as it was 2 years ago, but that's okay. Someone times you out. We're all trying to figure out who did this. Who did it? It was not me, wasn't it? Tyrannical mod. What a jerk. Don't worry. I'll give not me a stern talking to. Hey man, I couldn't beat you in the game of Magic Chess, so I had to take it out in some other way. Just say that. Are you gonna come to ELD's, Chess? We got people from New York coming. It should be big. I'm hoping we can get to like 32 players. Should be exciting. Anyone in the Northeast want to play full proxy paper vintage for pretty high stakes? Should be fun. $50 entry. All of it goes back in store credit, and he's got duels and power and all kinds of good things. I'm gonna play into Mind Break Trap to play around Daze because I don't trust my opponent not to daze me here. Got negated, pitching counterbalance. I think that's fine. I could theoretically fight over it, but I don't think it's necessary. So then again, like if I'm not fighting over that, what am I fighting over? I would like to hardcast the LORWYN revealed though. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's a pretty reasonable take. What if they play like a Teferi? Would that change your mind? Oh, I guess they're a Lurrus deck, so they can't play a Teferi. Hmm. You make a strong argument. Yeah, I think maybe I should have forced it. I kind of see the value. Getting mental misstep here would be, or Flusterstorm here would be pretty bad. Though, if I just get like negated or blasted or something, then it's fine. Blue red. Predict. You may predict with your meticulous archive. Woo, value. Love that. Terminus. Love that. Opponent extracted maximum value there, and I love that for them. I mean, it looked pretty good against me, Chess. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe Absorbent 3 was right the whole time. Negation on top, huh? Brainstorm into the I'll just mental misstep this. It's high value mental misstep. I don't really want my LORWYN reveal getting negated here. I mean, I actually don't care if my LORWYN reveal gets negated. It's a lie. It was a filthy lie. Predicts. Are we going to mill over the force of negation that we put on top with the Mystic Sanctuary? Love it. Value. Hey man, 2 mana blue draw 2 it would be pretty broken. I would love to cast Wistful. Oh wait, there's no targets. I guess I'm just casting LORWYN revealed then. Boop. 2 mana draw 2 chat or 5 mana draw 3. Ooh. Piece of candy. Did draw my Mystic Sanctuary. Not my best play. I may have a bit of an advantage. Unclear. Yep. Resolves. Yeah, I should definitely have forced the force on my beans. It's okay. Opponent's trying to play the draw game with me, and I have 5-drop standard creatures. Can't wait to draw a good spell to bring back with Mystic Sanctuary, like a Time Walk or an Ancestral or something sweet. I think I want to crack this because I don't have a Mystic Sanctuary anymore. How does their deck win? It's got Lurrus. Attack with Lurrus. Stony Silence. Not particularly good here. Not particularly good here, I will say. I will. Why? I just wanted to bring in cards to take out for swords and to get rid of, to stop top. I have like no artifacts in my deck, not me. It seemed fine. I did draw my artifacts though, so. Yeah, they have Sensei's top. They're playing Countertop. It's fine, chat. It's fine. They have Lurrus, not me. Lurrus. I have 4 6s and 6 5s. All right, I will draw with LORWYN revealed. Okay. I'm going to cast... God, I don't even think I'm supposed to cast Ancestral Recall. Wait, why wouldn't I just play this if I can't fucking use it to... All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm stupid. What do you want from me? Finally, I can bring something back. I will Pitch Force. I will play Teferi, and then I will Mystic Sanctuary back up my force. And then I will Ancestral Recall myself. And then I will bounce my Sapphire. And then I will play Dog. Look at that. I didn't discard anything to hand size. And then next turn I can warp a Riddler. No! My dog! I say with 2 forces in my hand. No, my dog. The dog has been kind of a nice little one. Yeah, it's a wistfulness target, so. Ooh, what are we putting on top? What are we putting on top? Predict. Fair. Fair is fair. Can't play any of my 2-drops now. Whatever am I gonna do? Wistfulness. There's 2 Mystic Sanctuaries in my opponent's deck. Sure. I don't know. Show me your secrets, I guess. Swords to Plowshares. I don't know, man. I'll play it up the beanstalk. My poor wistfulness, it's going to the farm. You got it. Okay. We played against 2 like true control decks, and my god, does our ramping all creature standard control deck overpower those. Oh man. Okay, here we go. 5th and final round. Can we money back? No Lurrus. I've got turn 1 double beanstalk. I'm in. How can it go badly? I don't think Hex and Goblin is a problem if you just play removal, and our deck plays 4 Swords of Plowshares, so I don't think it's a big deal. That's true. Our account does have 25,000 play points on it. Beanstalk. Beanstalk. That's not a good sign. No 5-drops. Island. Island, no Lurrus? What does that mean? That's a 5-drop, but I don't have another blue card at the moment. I need another blue card. If I get another blue card, I feel pretty good. Wasteland? Bro, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, that has got to be the single best draw in our deck. I'm in. I think I'm just down to get this wastelanded. I will draw 3 for 2 mana. Man. That feels pretty good. This was in standard together, or no? That's not a blue card. Oh, it's Merfolk. Oh, gosh. I don't know why I'm doing this now. There's no reason to do this now. I just wanted to F6. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, it's countered. I mean, look at where we're at in life. We're good now. Curse Catcher? Even I didn't put Curse Catcher in. You got it. Now your things are uncountable. What are you going to do? Play a Curse Catcher, I say. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do here is the old Time Walk into Mystic Sanctuary, Time Walk, Gush. Well, I just play a Quantum Riddler right now. Yeah, I guess that's probably better, right? All right. I will pitch some Magic the Gathering cards. We don't need swords, right? I don't know. Okay, that is not the right ones because I don't have 3 islands. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, they're out of here. I have too many cards. Okay. All right, Merfolk. I could bring in some Carpet of Flowers. That could be good. I did not play that very well. I saw the vision chat. I saw all the cards I could have, and I just said, okay, I'm doing it. I'm gonna send it. And it made my opponent concede, so it had to be good. I think our deck is fine. I'm not a hater. I think our deck works. I don't think so. Ooh. Cap it. Cool. All right. I will elect to get to my end step. Cavern. That's why I countered the Lotus with negation. What do we got? We got a what's the thing called? Yeah, Master of the Pearl Trident. Gosh. I will make white mana. I will sword your master. No, I wanted to force back so I could play Riddler and guess I'll just wait. I wanted to force back so I could Riddler and draw 2. Uncounterable Merfolk. What do we got? I'm out of swords, so this could be a problem if it's super powerful. Regery. All right. I guess I will make... Oh, I guess I shouldn't have made anything. Yeah, whatever. I'll make green. I'll probe my opponent. They have a Harbinger of the Seas, a Tasha's Tidebinder, and a Curse Catcher in their hand. So if I cannot get enough cards out of my thing, and all of these things are uncounterable. It's kind of annoying. And also, they only have one island in play. Harbinger, it does not seem great. Well, Harbinger would be pretty funny, I guess, with Carpet. That is true. All right, I'm going to LORWYN cycling for another Tundra, and then I'm just going to play my Warped Riddler here. Oh, wait. What if I Gush? No, that's not going to help me. Okay, another Riddler. Love that for me. Hopefully they play Harbinger of the Tides and give you another island. Playing an uncounterable Curse Catcher. Untap the Cavern. Very nice. We could die to this. I used my swords on a Master of the Pearl Trident. One can only have so many swords. What does this do? Oh, it could counter my Carpet ability. That would be bad. They're gonna counter my fetch? Is that a thing they can do? I guess it is. Is that something I care about? These things are really big. I mean, it puts me a turn back. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have just gushed. That's a pretty good draw. What do they have? I thought we knew their hand. Mental misstep. Fuck. Now I don't have my gush. I guess I just need to hit a land. It's fine. That shrinks the field a bit. If they play a Harbinger, it's really bad for them because it means we just cast Riddler. If we draw a land, it's really bad for them because we just cast Riddler. So I think it's still fine. We have like 2 draws. I see. Okay, well, see how that goes. They drew Force of Will? Uh-oh. Not good. All right, that will work. So I'm gonna Mystical Sanctuary a swords to the top of my library. And then I'm going to cast a Quantum Riddler. And then as long as my Quantum Riddler doesn't somehow die or they get unblockable, I can sword something later and should be good. All right, I think we're good. Yeah, I cannot pick up 2 lands right now, chat. I'm not gonna gush back my lands when I need to play Quantum Riddler. Also, Gush picks up 2 lands. What's happening? They fetched another island, huh? So I'm getting negated. Just nothing's happening. Okay. Another cavern. I'm just gonna hold on to that because I'm gonna pass this Riddler here. Oh, that's kind of cool. This can give me some life. They're out of here. Okay, that was pretty good. That was close call though. The mental misstep into force of will top combo was almost enough to push through the Merfolk there. Yeah, I mean, I thought this deck was pretty cool. The Riddler is so good. Wistfulness was actually pretty reasonable. I was not unhappy with the Wistfulness. I'm not sure about the Doggo. The Doggo might have been overdoing it. I could see the Doggo maybe going. The fact that the Doggo doesn't work with the Wistfulness kind of makes it a little sad. Don't know what cards I'm looking for here to replace Doggo. I thought the mana situation looks about right. 16 with a Sanctuary, 3 Moxen, and 3 Lorians seems fine. The Delve spell seemed fine too. We were churning pretty hard. The Uro was cast multiple times from our yard, so that was pretty nice as well. The Doggo ate some swords, but like at the point we're getting sorted, like it doesn't really matter anymore for the most part. Yeah, it's tough to justify playing a fast bond ever. But if there ever was a deck that maybe could want one, that was kind of the idea behind Uro, like helps us increase our mana. But the carpets were actually really good. The carpets in the board, we played against a lot of blue decks where the carpets were good. So I don't know. Maybe you could cut the dogs and play 2 other magic cards. Like a prismatic ending might be nice. Maybe the 4th Lorien revealed. Maybe another Consign. Maybe a Brainstorm. I don't really like the idea. I mean, Brainstorm's not terrible here. We do have like some redundant cards that are not as good. So we could do something like that. I don't think this is bad though, and if this is something you like, I still believe that Quantum Riddler is actually a decent card in Vintage. The biggest thing, like it was $100, and now it's only $30. So I don't think that's going to be low enough for people to try it out. But I do think this card is strong. Being able to like force your opponent's first 2 threats and then just buy it all back with Riddler, and then later have a 4/6 flyer is really, really powerful. That could be another thing. It could be the 4th negation. I think this deck actually does want like the full 8 forces. So in blue decks. I built the deck with it. Where do you think I think it's good? Oh my god. Is this a valid crash out? It's not a valid crash out, right? Either way, let me know in the comments which LORWYN Eclipse cards you want to see played in Vintage, and I will do my best to make it work. More content on this YouTube channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll see you then.